spot. Big lower plate. So I think I'm on a 3 could actually be better than this tank, to be honest, which is awkward. This thing make more money than a T-Ray. Doesn't feel like it. 4.9 if a third mark on STRV today. I just started then, relax. Where do I want to go? Actually, I don't really want to go anywhere because I'll get clapped anywhere I go. I'll just like stick to my teammates. I'll go there maybe. Get a better Wi-Fi, Orzi. What does Wi-Fi have to do with anything? I already hate this golden shower animation before the start. Yeah, I don't like it either. I don't understand what's up with it. Any opinion on tier 9 premiums on this one is specific, but general direction of this. I'll speak my mind. I'm just waiting to get an ace tanker on this. And I'll combine the ace tanker with my opinion and like make a YouTube video. I'll formulate an opinion. Because I don't want to like say it too many times. Don't want to sound like a broken record. You like the gun depression? Yeah, it's nice, but gun depression with no armor. Oh, who's gonna side strip here? Who's gonna peek? I don't want to do it because they might have like shit barn in the back. I'm already spotted. Might be from the T-49 though. That's the almighty arriving in your tank. You think? Yeah, it's RNGesus blessing the tank. You might be right. I'm gonna get panned regardless. Oh, they're pushing with a lot of shit here. Ooh, he said the 140 on fire. I see fire, but I see thunder. There's no rain. Why don't you go back so you don't die, bro? If you die there, it's gonna be even worse for me. Why doesn't he go back? Good question. Why didn't he go back? I could try to pop a shot on the leopard. Will I use this as hold gun? Yes. I'm gonna need your help, my man. Or this SD2 is gonna clap both of us. Both our cheeks. Hey, don't push him out, what the fuck? You trying to get me shot or something? We can push him out and shit. I just want to D-track him, because this VZ can actually pen him. I don't know why the VZ is not shooting him though. There's 3 tanks, we should just push him and like be done with him. Honestly, this is like kinda sad, we're not pushing. Okay. Should probably load some APCR for this tortoise. Before he whoops us. Oh, I bounced a shot. Oh ho! I bounced, I did one. Now he's gonna pen me. I'm surprised I bounced because he's shooting gold ammo. So I'm just gonna have to like trade at my own pace. Come on, boys, let's push it. Okay, let's push in. Come on, T30. Can I get a D-track? Cause I hear thunder, but there's no rain. This kind of thunder breaks walls and window panes. Enemy vehicle destroyed. How is this map you like? I think this map is terrible. I would honestly love to like blacklist this map. And the only reason why I'm not doing it is because like I'm already blacklisting Studzianki and Berlin, and I think those are worse, right? At least on these maps you can still play you can still like have, you know, some opportunity to like move around. But on Studzianki and Berlin, none. Is the face coming out? Of course he is, he wants a piece of me too. He wants a piece of me. about to get clapped PvP, so give it up, my man. Got some HEs, you want some? Oh, he shot, nice. Let me detrack him. There's another like possible shitbarn somewhere though, but shitbarn's gonna take a while till he shoots again, so let me profit. Fuck, I'm pissed, muddy. What was that? Fucking Nico, what the fuck are you? Fuck was that shot, bro? Like literally the only good actually, let's at least the gun is decent, right? Let's say the only two things that are okayish about this tank is the gun handling is decent and the tank looks good with the 3D skin, because otherwise you can sweep the floor and like put the garbage on this tank and then put the carpet underneath it and yeah. That'll be it. Oh, that was an ace? What? How is this an ace tanker? I do not know how it was an ace tanker, but it was an ace. So, yeah. An ace is an ace. Alrighty, I got credit boosters on. And with 4,000 damage and 1,657 assist, I made 122k credits. So quite frankly, I barely even shot gold ammo this game. I think I shot like 2 or 3 gold shells. This tank is a pretty shit money maker, to be honest. Yeah. It doesn't really like earn a lot of credits, right? You might believe that because it has good penetration and it's tier 9 when the matchmaking is good, it might earn well, but it's actually not very good at earning credits, yeah. Pretty disappointing in the credit earning department, yeah. So, my opinion about this tank. Well, the tank is quite frankly mediocre. There's just nothing special about it, right? The tank is like pretty slow, has 40 kilometers top speed, and it only reaches that like downhill. So you're gonna be doing 30, 35 most of the times. Has no armor, like lower plate is 170, upper plate is like 200, turret is like 230 in the mantlet. Pretty much any tanks you meet have the chance to penny, right? Like especially at your tier, like you're gonna get penned quite easily. The plus side is the gun handling is decent, right? It has nice dispersion on the move, so you can snapshot a lot with this. Aim time is poopy, but like dispersion is pretty decent. So like I said, on the move, or like you don't need to aim too much and you can just hit targets easily. Yeah, but like when it comes to performance, well, to be honest, you could be playing a Centurion 7-1 and that tank would be like 10 kilometers faster. So I think you might be able to do more with a Centurion 7-1 than this. I guess that it's pretty mediocre. But of course, all that does not matter because let's go back to the main problem here, right? And I'm also gonna give my opinion about tier 9 premium tanks. Well, it's gonna sell. Everybody's gonna want one, even if it's good or bad, because frankly, it's the first tier 9 premium tank. And how do I feel about that? Well, I think it's quite shit. I think Wargaming has definitely outdone themselves, right? I mean, if you think about it, it might seem like the logical move after so many years to move up with the tiers, even in premium tanks. But after, you know, squeezing money from the players, well, maybe not squeezing money because nobody's forcing you to buy anything, right? After so many years of like making money from tier 8 premium tanks and them saying they're not gonna like add tier 9s, but then again, Wargaming says a lot of things. Yeah, can't really like trust what they say. After so many years like making money from tier 8 premium tanks, they add a tier 9. Yeah, that's a pretty shitty move because it's like it's a slap in the face for everybody who spent money over the years buying premium tanks, right? Pretty much. And yes, I know this tank is not exactly the greatest right now, but they added the first tier 9 premium tank, which means they can just keep on adding premium tanks from now on. And even as this one is shit, quite frankly, I think they made it shit because mediocre, because people would be like extra mad if the tank would be overpowered, right? So I think they made it like mediocre, just so people will be more acceptive of it, right? Also, they added as a marathon tank, so they're like, yo man, this tank is mediocre, but you can grind for it, right? So you can get it too. Yeah, that also coming, you know, shortly after they announced tier 9 tanks in frontline, right? And the way they worded that out is, we're gonna add tier 9 tanks in frontline, we're gonna test tier 9 tanks in frontline to add variety to frontline. That is pretty shit from Wargaming, right? Like pretty despicable moves. Because it pretty much means it was all like thought out, planned beforehand, right? I don't think they cared about like adding tier 9s for variety. They cared about adding tier 9s so they can add premium tanks after that, right? So you can continue making money in front lines, but with tier 9 premium tanks. Yeah, it's a pretty shitty move from their part. So like I said, it's pretty nasty they're selling tier 9 premium tanks, because this pretty much opens the way of, you know, overpowered tier 9 premium tanks, and who knows, if they added tier 9, maybe they're gonna add tier 10 too at some point, right? Like, we all know what happened to the tier 8 matchmaking. Like, all the overpowered tanks in tier 8, they're all premium tanks. I don't know if you can find like an overpowered tech 3 tank. Pretty much all the overpowered tanks in tier 8 are premium. And tier 9s entering, this pretty much gives them the opportunity to ruin tier 9 too, right? Until now, tier 9, I think, my opinion, was the most balanced tier in the whole game, right? We got like 2 overpowered tanks in tier 9, like the Kampfpanzer and the Concept. I might be wrong, there might be some more, but like I think only 2. But pretty much it was a pretty balanced tier. And this pretty much means it might turn to shit, right? The most enjoyable tier to play. This might mean they're gonna add overpowered premium tanks from now on. Not saying they will, because I don't know if they will, but like, knowing what happened to tier 8, yeah, the only like tier that's left enjoyable in this game might actually get ruined too. And yeah, on top of this being like a slap in the face for people who bought premium tanks along the years, right? And on top of like being a slap in the face because they said they're not gonna add tier 9 premiums, and on top of the fact that they added tier 9 tanks in frontline shortly after releasing tier 9 premium tanks, there's also the aspect of preferential matchmaking. You do remember that they said at some point they wanted to remove pref matchmaking because it wasn't good for the game anymore. All good and said, you know. At the moment, preferential matchmaking, they're all crap, right? They still sell tanks with pref matchmaking. What does pref matchmaking mean? You only get +1. Well, what does a tier 9 premium tank do? It's pretty much like having preferential matchmaking, right? You only get to see +1 tiers. So on top of everything, it's also a slap to people who, for example, play preferential matchmaking tanks, because this just like makes it obsolete, right? This makes it obsolete. So, yeah. I don't know what to say. Like, all in all, I'm pretty disappointed, but then again, I've been disappointed with the way they act as a company for a long time now. Well, what are you gonna do? They're a company, their main goal is to make money, right? It doesn't seem like their goal is to like keep the players happy too. So unless, you know, the vast majority of people actually like these changes, I don't know. So it's pretty shitty move from Wargaming. At the same time, I think people were kind of expecting this to happen, you know, after so many years. It's kind of like somewhat logical move to like move up from like tanks, you know, from tier 8 premiums higher. Yeah, I for one don't really like it, and I'm not gonna say the game is gonna end or like world is gonna burn or whatever, because people are gonna keep playing, right? Every time Wargaming makes a shit change about the game, people complain, I'm gonna stop playing the game, I'm not gonna spend money, whatever. What changes? Nothing. They keep playing the game, they keep spending money, and absolutely nothing changes. So, my friends, if you want something to change in this game, maybe start protesting or like start not playing the game or not buying anything in the game, and possibly be as strong in your opinion as you guys were with Crew 2.0, because something sort of changed with Crew 2.0. They didn't just add it to the game, right? They postponed it for now. They're like gathering data. So if you want something to change in this game, possibly try to act more like you acted with Crew 2.0. I personally liked the Crew 2.0 changes, but that's beyond the point. You can clearly see like something, you know, it made them like change something about that, right? It made them change. So like, after all the bullshit Wargaming throws at you with these changes that are terrible for the gameplay but good for them making money, if you want something to change, well, you have to do something about it. Either stop playing the game or stop spending money in the game. Because until they noticed, you know, until they notice that something is going worse for them, they're not going to change anything. And what's worse, this game doesn't really have like any competition. So just saying, if you want something to change, well, you have to make a change too, right? Because if you keep complaining you're going to stop playing the game and stop spending money, and right after the premium tank comes out you go ahead and buy it, well, then I can honestly say we kind of like deserve the game we have, right? Just my 2 cents. So yeah, to end, for ending, this tank is mediocre. Not a very good tank. People will still buy it because it's the first tier 9 premium. Also, like, nasty move for Wargaming to like add tier 9 premiums. That's about my opinion, you know, about this tank and tier 9 premiums.
Welcome to the bee's knees.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much for the Prime, Harkonnen. Very much appreciated. How's it going? Welcome to the bee's knees. Okay, let's add like 3 minutes of the uptime. Oop, oop, bam. Can have a more honest opinion. I agree with you. People want change. They need to act more and show more. Exactly. If you want some changes, then, you know, act more like Crew 2.0 if you want something to happen. Otherwise, nothing is gonna change. 2 cents, a bit more expensive.